Yes, the world is watching the political drama in Washington very, very closely. And China today let loose with some pretty tough comments about the current crisis. Let me read you a key line in this commentary published by China's state-run news agency. Quote, "It is perhaps a good time for the befuddled world to start considering building a de-Americanized world." CNN's Richard Quest is the best man to talk to about this. And dare I ask, de-Americanized? First of all, what exactly does that mean? And why are we hearing from China right now?
Yes, before they start using such language, maybe they should have actually got a dictionary to see if there was even such a word. They're using such language because they're taking the advantage of putting the boot in while America is obviously in some difficult conditions. Finance ministers and central bankers are not backward at telling you the US needs to do something about this immediate crisis and the longer-term fiscal problems. But they don't go as far. I mean, that article also talked about the United States as being a hypocritical nation. It talked about self-serving Washington, and it said that the debt crisis was a pernicious event on the rest of the world. Nothing new, by the way, from the Xinhua news agency. I looked back at 2011, at the last time we had this problem, and on that occasion, they said the United States had kidnapped the global economy.
Okay. We know that China owns a lot of the U.S. debt. How would, heaven forbid this happens, we're hoping for this compromise and this deal to be worked out this week, but if a default were to happen, how does that affect China?
Well, that's the interesting and rather sardonic part about this. Because, yes, they've got $1.2 trillion worth of US government securities. So they are, to some extent, in the same leaky boat as everybody else. And to mix my metaphors beautifully, I'm not sure why, if you're in a leaky boat, it behoves you to start throwing bricks if you're living in a glass house, since they would be affected. I mean, they are principal people who will be affected by any doubt in this. On a more serious point, the Chinese have decided, quietly and privately, they will tell you they want it sorted out. The Russians will privately tell you they are sick and tired of these sort of shenanigans coming out of the United States. And the Europeans will privately tell you, well, at least it's not them getting the difficult side and being lectured, but really, this is no way to run a country.
I think some Americans are sick of the shenanigans as well. Richard Quest, thank you very much. And